Well, that was fun. That was interesting. In classic Panthers fashion, you end up on the 6-inch line again, and we've spent a good amount of time this year inside the 5-yard line, and so the guys are comfortable playing there. First and foremost, unbelievable to have Miles Sanders back here. 115, 2 touchdowns. For Miles to battle back, to get here to this game, just how special that was, and I could feel it in the week. Just a smile that it brought the whole group. When he was in the huddle, and then just the moment on Friday, he comes over here, Coach, I'm playing, and just could feel what it meant to him to be out there with his teammates. That was special, and how about Bryce? I mean, I just to talk about just like being able to call whatever I wanted to call on the call sheet, knowing that he was going to find a positive outcome. He was going to find a throwaway, a big play, a scramble for a touchdown, just the different things and how freeing that is just to be able to call whatever fits that area, not have to second guess the calls. And he gave us that ability to do that today, excuse me. He'll come up here and the first thing he'll say is how awesome the offensive line played, and the guys in Chandler, Zavala getting in there and really playing well today, and then, not just Miles, but, Mike Boone had some really nice runs in there. Raheem had some really nice runs, and those guys, the challenge that they took to run physical and to be able to give us an opportunity to play our style, so just some really cool stuff, and I know defensively, we gave up some yards and we gave up some big plays, and they just kept battling, and the Falcons gave us their best shot, but we were able to finish as a team, and I was really proud of that.
Having said that, what you said about Bryce,
Yeah.
do you now go into next season as him as your starting quarterback?
Well, I'd say we'll take it week to week. We got no more weeks, So, yeah, Bryce is our quarterback. I'm so proud of the way that he just took the challenge and he just grew every week. He just took new lessons, new things, applied it to his game, was engaged, challenging the guys. The whole thing, the operation today was excellent. I gave him a call late. In overtime, we had to take a timeout there. He kind of saved me on one, so it's great to know that we can make those decisions. But he's done a great job also of just continuing to push the group, regardless of the situation, to push the group, working the sideline, working his teammates, working on his game. So I'm really proud of that.
What does that mean to you and this culture you're building and the franchise to know Bryce is your guy going forward?
It's huge. It's a great feeling. It allows us to just look at the whole roster. To see what the investments need to be. It helps us to think about free agency and the draft with the lens, knowing we got our guy, and now we can just build this team with the right mentality, and just find the guys that can come in and challenge our roster like we plan on doing every year.
That's three straight games in the eyes of the opponent. You can consider them playoff games, right? We're going to go home for the opponent. To win two of those games for a guy that preaches finish, like what does that do for again the culture that you're trying to build?
Yeah, I think it's the mentality that we need to find our best. And that's always going to be the challenge. Is no matter who we're playing, we expect them to give us their best shot. We expect, especially in these late season games, where the stakes are really high for the team, and they're going to throw their best at you, to be able to answer the call by just doing our stuff right, by just executing, and keeping the focus on our sideline.
Falcons had a young QB on the other side, 3 games in his career. What did you see out of him? What challenges did he present?
He's a stud. He's an accurate passer. He threw it down the field, hit some really explosive plays. He's got arm talent. He's got the right demeanor, the right finish, and I'm looking forward to a lot of great battles against Michael Penix.
David, the cameras caught Bryce doing Steph Curry on the triple touchdown. Was that play just, did y'all know it was going to be that wide open, or was that just Bryce's confidence?
That was the design of it, but again, like we talked about, the thing that's allowed Bryce to make great plays, as he's built each week is knowing what we're doing, knowing what we're looking for, and so he can make those quick decisions, and be really decisive through his progressions. And I think he just kind of felt, it was a play that we ran against our defense on the last play of the day on Friday. We always have a little, like a 4th and 1 challenge, good versus good. It's half speed, but it's a fun moment. And we ran that play, and Tommy kind of made the adjustment the same way, and it was Damani Richardson who came off, and he was like, that was the Friday play, and he knew right away. So it's great when, I think for me, when our guys know what to expect from each other, when they can see the things happen and they feel that, and we're connected that way, that's where we want to be, and that's where we want to grow to.
Any
You know, it hits me every year as you wind the season down, whether you're going to the playoffs or not. You don't know how much time you have left, and I know I've spent so much time with these guys. You're together 7 days a week for 6 months straight outside of the bye week, you know, and we see each other in the hall. We start to learn the different, you know, funny things about each other. We work hard. We go through ups and downs together, and I just know that every year the roster changes, and it's never the same. You know, whether you win a championship, whether you end the season not making the playoffs, the team changes, and those moments are what really mean something to me. And I just wanted to make sure that I was extending my gratitude to each of those guys for how hard they played, how hard they practiced and applied themselves every week. You know, and a team that just stayed together and continued to play hard all the way through.
Dave, it's obviously a joyful locker room. It's obviously every time you can punctuate a season with a win, it's a good thing. However, the defense did give up 38 points, ultimately earning the record for most points allowed in the season. How do you absorb that news?
I mean, if you're going to be last, be the first last. You know, be absolutely number one in that regard. I think there's a lot of things we have to address. I know that, and we'll get to work on that. You know, but at the same time, I want to honor every single one of those guys who played so hard for us and tried to do what we asked them to do the whole time as we were troubleshooting issues and facing the different challenges that each team, you know, posed against our defense. And the guys never wavered. They just stayed together. They worked hard. They played hard and finished for each other, and that's what I'm most proud of. He got nicked up a little bit. I don't know the exact nature, but I know, you know, something in his hip that started to get a little bit tight there, and so, you know, we just if he wasn't going to be able to be out there, you know, full speed and being himself, you know, we wanted to make sure that we took care of him that way, and David Moore did a great job coming in there, got a touchdown late, and so, you know, just another testament though to Xavier, just like fighting and pushing through things and making himself available for his teammates.
Dave, on Miles, the last play, Bryce was in shotgun for the timeout. Was that play for Miles? And if so, like, what was it like, sort of calling in the play, giving Miles that opportunity to finish that comeback?
Yeah, it was. You know, the moment happened pretty quickly. Is Jalen in? Is he not? You know, we had a play designed right before that, and you know, had a chance to kind of rehash what was happening there, and we realized, okay, look, we're like on the six-inch line right here. We have some opportunities, and I really wanted to give Miles that ball, and I know the guys did too. And I kind of, you know, Bryce came over to the sideline. I kind of told him what I had, and he lit up. He was like, "Yeah, that's great." And so it was a really cool moment for us. Yeah, I'm still working on the game ball thing. Yes. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.